Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Leadership TKO live night show. Welcome to the night show, getting my audio in order. This is Dr. Lakeisha McKnight. Glad to be here with each and every one of you. And listen, we're live on the podcast platforms right now, and we're about to go live on Facebook. So please stand by. All right. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Ladies, sisters, brothers, Facebook connections, good evening. Welcome, everyone. This is Dr. Lakeisha McKnight. Glad to be here for the Leadership TKO live night show. Welcome to the night show, everybody. A show that goes live here, streaming here onto Facebook and podcast platforms every single night. Okay, every single night around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so welcome aboard. So listen, we are about to get going with this, and so I want to make sure that all is well. Looks like we are doing very well on Facebook. Let me check the audio as well. Sounds like we're good as well there. So you might be watching this after the fact on YouTube or another platform, but nonetheless, I do welcome you here, and thank you so very much for tuning in. All right, tuning into the show. So listen, what we're about to do is just going to give you some background information, and we're going to dive into the series that we have started a couple days ago. And so listen, Leadership TKO Live Night Show, the mission, the purpose is to truly empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. And so I welcome you here to the show. I'm extremely grateful and humbled that I have your attention at this time. And so listen, there are several ways to participate as we're here together. The first way is by liking or loving this stream. So you should see a button nearby. All right. And if you're on YouTube watching this, don't forget to subscribe. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, look, listen, if you have been plugged in, if many of you are connected to Wealth Builders Worldwide, you've been plugged into our power calls, listen, you know the importance because of today's call, you know the importance of raising your leadership lid, your leadership ability. And that's what this particular show is focused. One of the aims, one of the goals of the show is to help you to raise your lid on your leadership ability. And we should be working on this every single day. Because if you want to be successful as an online marketer, a network marketer, an affiliate marketer, just leveraging social media to build your business, you need to work on yourself as a leader, point blank, period. Okay? And so love the stream and make sure you tune in every night around 7:30. Secondly, I would love to learn where you're from, so hit me up below in the comment section. Let me know what city, what state, and what country you're tuning in from. So listen, if you're beyond the United States, if you're in Europe, if you're somewhere in Africa, Australia, doesn't matter where you're from, South America, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Listen, and as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and check the stats. We haven't checked the stats in a while, okay, in a while. So let's go ahead and do it because as I shared with you, we're live on podcast platforms as well. And a part of the platform, we're able to check the statistics regarding who plugs in, who is listening into the Leadership TKO live night show. Let's see if we can get this thing going. I know the app itself has been having its issues, so we may be able to get to it. Hopefully we can. Let's be determined to get through. So it looks like we're able to get through, and I'm going to definitely pull this thing up here, geolocation, and let's click on Leadership TKO Live Night Show. Here we are. Okay, so I'm gonna try to bring it closer. So this is a good segue because being as though we got one more day in this month, you'll be able to see who we've been reaching. Look at that. So hopefully you can see this pretty well, everybody. India, United States, Germany, Nigeria, Finland, Norway, the UK, South Africa, Tanzania, right? The Philippines, and of course some other places as well. Just brought it closer. I could have shared my phone screen, but just to make it quick and show you what the stats actually looks like. And so listen, we're able to check the stats often, and periodically we go in there and check it. And so because of the ability to share, because of the platforms we're able to leverage, God has been enabling the brand itself, the show, this content to reach more people. And we're extremely grateful at our ability to serve and help other people around the world. And so again, welcome. Let us know once again what city, state, and country you're tuning in from in the comments section. If you're catching the replay, hashtag replay below, okay? Let us know that you're catching it. And then also share this out on your timelines on Facebook right here. So go ahead, share it out onto your timelines, groups, fan pages, group chats, wherever you want to share it. And as a matter of fact, because you all know I like to do things by example. And so I'm going to actually go back onto this platform. I'm going to share this with a group of business colleagues of mine, people I've helped to connect to a powerful resource. And I'm going to share with you information about that resource towards the end. So I've shared it there. And so for all of my wealth building family members out there tuning in, ow! You already know, shout it to the rooftops. Ow! And so I'm excited, extremely grateful. Listen, man, I have to pause for a moment and just recap and just express how excited I was, has been all day, because of an amazing event that I plugged into last night. We called it the Mike and Magic Show, volume number 1, with 2 of the best mentors in the world. If you all believe that Mr. Best and Mr. Dalco are 2 of the best mentors in the world, just go ahead and let us know. Go ahead and shout AU. Just put AU. All right? You don't have to tag their names. You don't have to do any of that. Okay, we've done that plenty of times before, but go ahead and shout AU in the comment section if you truly believe that Mr. Best and Mr. Delco are 2 of the best mentors in the world. Okay, and so listen, I'm extremely grateful and thankful for them and the impartation of belief that they shared with us on last night. The content was just rich, touching on various areas of life, doing life, period, as a professional network marketer. And so again, if Mr. Best or Mr. Delco watches this, again, thank you so very much on behalf of all of Wealth Builders Worldwide. Thank you so very much. Listen, look above in the description area really quick for everybody that has their attention here. Look above really quick. It lets you know what our series has been focusing in on over the last couple of days. We've been zeroing in on a topic that sometimes people are very sensitive about, especially when you ask them the question via Messenger, and maybe you don't have a solid relationship with them. When you talk about money, some people, it's like a sticky topic. And most people today, let's just be honest, money, income, people don't know what that is and the various ways in which you can acquire it, right? People think that cash is money when cash is not money. Now, whether you accept that as truth or not, that's really up to you. But the fact is, cash, doesn't matter where you are in the world, cash is not money. Look it up. Do your research. Do your homework. Don't just accept it as such. Do your research to find out whether cash is money. All right. So listen, a lot of people lack income, right? Your ability to produce some level of flow of income, right? That will be able to take care of your responsibilities or help you to build wealth. Many people are lacking it. Now, there are various reasons why this is happening. So why are people lacking income? Well, one reason is this, and I've spoken about a few already, but one reason I want to share with you tonight is this. Many people acquire houses and cars that they cannot afford. If you are in agreement with me on that, I want you to type in amen. I know this is not church, I get it. But if you're in agreement that sometimes, just sometimes, people acquire houses and cars that they can't afford, I want you to type in amen. And if this is stepping on your toes and maybe you've fallen into that situation before, it's okay. Most of us have, okay? And it's because of what? Lack of education. Yeah, lack of education, because you go off and you're like, man, that car is thebomb.com. Or you'll say something like, man, I look good in that, or someone has inspired you to go get it, or other reasons, which we're going to probably allude to in this series. But listen, last night, our mentors, Mr. Best and Mr. Dalco, kind of talked about this as well. When you get a raise, whether it's on your job or with your business, when your income level increases, that does not mean that we go out and we acquire more expensive things. And unfortunately, those with a working class, middle class mindset, they think because they got a little raise, now it's time to raise the bar in your lifestyle. Listen, if you're generating $20,000 a month, you should not be living like you make $25,000 a month, right? You shouldn't be living like you're making $20,000 a month. Okay, you want to live at about, if you're making 20, live at about $3,000, $4,000 a month. Okay, listen, you don't know. Listen, you're not going to always be on the rise to the mountaintop. You're going to have to come back down a little bit. It's just not going to be the situation where your income continues to rise and everything is perfect. There are going to be moments where your income will take a dip, especially in the world of entrepreneurship. So we have to use wisdom. Yes, the solution is using wisdom and not living at or above our means. It is. Do not live. If you make 20,000, don't live the lifestyle like you're making 20,000. You gotta live below that, because you never know. There is going to be a rough patch. There's going to be a time where you're not going to bring in for that month as much as you did previously. So you got to compensate for that. All right. How do you do that? Well, by not spending more than what you have and not trying to live above your means. All right. So you have to use wisdom, with all that you do. And so one thing I also understand is that if you know that you're lacking consistent income as well, but you need to raise the bar. You're like, man, Lakeisha, I got to raise the bar with my income. I need to bring in more income. Here is what I want to say to that. Here is what I'm going to say. Number one, if you just have a job, well, listen, you can't just walk up into the boss's office and say, boss, supervisor, I need more income. And they're just going to say, here you go. Here's an extra, 50 cents? Really, not to laugh at that, but that is not going to do much of anything for you. Now, if you need some more income and more income streams to control the flow of income in your home, there is a better way. There are many different ways, okay? But there are better ways. Better ways. One thing that I suggest, again, is that you don't depend on linear income, where it's based upon you putting out hours in order for you to get dollars. Okay? Don't look for another stream of linear income. That's going to take over more of your time. Okay? And time is precious and you can't get it back. And you don't want to overwork yourself or burn yourself out. So having 2 and 3 jobs is not the best solution. If anything, it will tire you out and it will impact your health. So what you want to do, right, what we suggest here with the iLead company is that you establish, right, passive income. How do you do that? What's passive income? Well, you engage in a certain task, and what happens is over time, it pays you. Because of the seed, the effort that you put into it at the very beginning, it can pay you over time. All right, over time. And there are systems, there are tools that can position you so that this can happen for yourself. Okay, and where you can get paid in assets and not cash, dollars, which are liabilities. You want to get paid in an asset that has the potential to grow and make you more money. Make you wealthier, okay? And there are systems that enable you to do it. And as a matter of fact, myself, my husband, and many others watching this stream, we're connected to a system right now that positioned us to get paid in assets instantly, right? Several times a day, 365 days out of the year. And guess what? When we got connected to this resource, free. We didn't pay anything. We didn't come out of our pocket to put anything out when we plugged into this resource. So listen, Have you heard of an asset, a cryptocurrency called Bitcoin? Well, let me tell you something. There is a resource that's paid, that's actually allowing people to earn Bitcoin instantly 24/7. Yes, we're getting paid. Myself, my husband, and several others. I want to say close to 60,000 now. People are getting paid instantly in Bitcoin 24/7. We positioned ourselves to do that because of our efforts, because of our willingness to serve. And we're building our crypto portfolio. We're actually accumulating cryptocurrency that positions us to be extremely wealthy. And so you have the potential, you have the opportunity to get access to this resource. And like I said, I share information. I'm like an information broker. So I'm just sharing a resource with you. You have the option to say, you know what? I want information about that resource. It's truly up to you. So as you're watching this right now, look at your situation. Let's just take an honest moment. I don't need you to respond right now. Think about your situation. Think about what's transpired over the past week. If you are working, and of course the boss said, you know what, we have to take back the position, we're sorry. Would you be able to survive over the next 3 weeks because you no longer have a job? And we're not talking about government assistance or unemployment. Would you be able to survive if you no longer had employment and unemployment was not available? Answer the question for yourself. If your answer is no and you are lacking income, that means, honestly, if you're depending on a job and you have no other means of bringing in an income, in the mindset of my mentor, you are broke and you're in a serious situation here. You really are. And this is real talk, serious talk at this moment. No smiles. You need a better way. You need a better way. Why would you put your livelihood and the livelihood of your children in the hands of someone, an employer, that can take that position away? The government that can just say, you know what, we're stopping with those benefits. You need to control the income in your home so that you and your family can eat. So here's what I'm suggesting tonight. I encourage you, for those of you watching this and you need to control the income in your home, you're ready to do this and you're ready to receive the support that is available. Yes, it's available to you. I want you to reply info below. If you know you need another stream of income whereby if something happens, you still have income coming into your home, reply info. If you're someone watching this and you want to learn how to get paid in Bitcoin, which is money, and you can use it to get goods and services with, reply information or info so you can learn more. And if you're watching on somebody else's timeline, one of my colleagues' timelines, you want to inbox them and say, hey, listen, I need information on getting paid in Bitcoin. The information is available. Mentorship is available. Training is available. And you don't have to pay for training. Okay, you don't have to pay for training as far as understanding what this is all about. Yes, and look, if you're someone who's like, I don't know what Bitcoin is, I don't know what the blockchain, all these little terms that's connected to it, how it all works, guess what? There is an academy, there's a course that you can get access to if you want to, that's connected to this resource. So again, for the education, to position yourself so that you can get that consistent income coming in, reply info below in the comment section. So listen, one other piece, because when you request info, we'll also let you know, for those of you who prefer to watch like a live presentation, someone who can speak with you and you can get your questions answered, there is a special webinar happening tonight at 9 p.m. And so you want to make sure that you also get access to that. Again, another way to get information. So listen, I appreciate your time on tonight. We'll be back again, fresh, tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here streaming onto Facebook again. So listen, I appreciate you all. And until the next time that we come together again, I encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night and God bless.